Hello everyone and welcome to another video review. I'm Rodney Reynolds from 3GameMan.com and today I'm looking at the BitFenix Prodigy M Case. Now the box itself isn't much to look at. There's the name on the front plus their website, some information about the product on the side, as well as at the back and a few pictures. Now let's open it up and see what's inside. They include a quick installation guide and it's packaged very well between two pieces of styrofoam, and the case itself is in a plastic bag. Like the original Prodigy case, this one looks outstanding. It comes in two different colors, a midnight black and a white. It measures in at 250 by 440 by 359 millimeters. Now, this one is a little different in the sense that you can fit micro ATX motherboards on the inside. Also, it has an all-new layout. The overall design, styling, and fit and finish on this case is just exceptional. They have these massive handles at the top. They also serve as feet at the bottom. Now, these are extremely strong, but as well, they're flexible. And the case has this soft touch surface treatment, and it is so very nice to the touch. So how tough are these handles and feet? Well, this will give you some idea. At the top, there's lots of ventilation, and actually this can be removed, although it is a little bit tricky to do so. There we go. It comes right out. This doubles as a dust filter, so take it off and then you go ahead and clean it and put it back on. You can also fit up to two optional 120 millimeter fans. As well, you can put up to a 240 millimeter radiator at the top. They include one 5¼ inch drive bay, although a lot of people probably will not be installing a 5¼ inch optical disk drive, but rather a fan speed controller or a display or something along those lines. The entire front of this case is mesh, including the 5¼ inch drive bay cover. And here's their logo. The front panel can be removed, but it requires pushing 4 tabs on the inside of the case. Note all the provision for fans. However, you really can't install any because the power supply gets installed just on the inside. The left side panel is plain, but on the right side panel you'll find the power button, reset button, power LED, hard drive activity LED, 2 audio jacks, one is for the microphone and the other headphones, and there are 2 USB 3 ports. At the back of the case they have extra ventilation as well as 5 ventilated expansion slots. Now they have a toolless design for installing the cards, and to install a card or cards, just go ahead first of all, loosen this, pop it that way, then go ahead and remove the expansion slot bracket, install the card, and then slide it this way and just secure it into place. A very ingenious, simple idea that works extremely well. Also back here, they include a 120 millimeter exhaust fan, but optionally you can install a 140 millimeter as well. You could put a 140 millimeter radiator or a 120 millimeter radiator back here. Alternatively, a 120 or 140 millimeter ALC or advanced liquid cooler. And here's where you install the motherboard's I/O shield plate. Just below that is the power supply cord connection, and they include 4 thumb screws, 2 on each side panel. At the bottom they have this magnetic panel. Now this is to be installed if you are installing drives or nothing at the bottom. It keeps the dust out of the case, but of course if you're installing a fan or fans, then you want to remove this. The feet at the bottom are the same as the handles at the top, very flexible and durable. They include one 120 millimeter exhaust fan, but an optional 120 millimeter fan can be installed as well. But you can also optionally install either a 200 millimeter or a 230 millimeter fan. And note the holes for installing up to 2 3.5 inch drives. And this case fits standard ATX power supplies. On the right side panel on the inside, you can install up to 2 2.5 inch drives. And to install 2.5 inch drives, you just simply slide them in, line the screw holes up, and use the included screws to attach the drive. And note all of the connectors for the power, reset, LEDs, audio, and USB ports. Inside the case is this box, and in it is a a bag of screws, some cable ties, and a USB connector. Now, while this is a small form factor case, you can fit a lot of gear on the inside. It is very deceiving. This layout really optimizes the space. They have this drive bracket, which you can fit up to 2 3.5 inch or up to 3 2.5 inch drives on, and it can be removed by taking off 4 regular screws, 2 at the bottom and 2 more at the top. Thankfully, this case fits micro ATX, but also mini ITX form factor motherboards. The motherboard tray is not removable, but it does have a very large hole on it, and this is for the cooler's retention plate. To install a standard ATX power supply, you'll first need to remove this power supply bracket, then mount this bracket onto the power supply, and then put it back into place. And remember to make the power cord connection. Now, you can fit video cards that are up to 30 centimeters in length, power supplies that are approximately 23 centimeters in length, and coolers that are up to around 19 centimeters in height. With the left side panel removed, have a look behind the motherboard tray. Now, there isn't a lot of space behind the motherboard tray and the left side panel, but it should be more than enough to route most cables. Finally, have a listen to the fans. So the Prodigy M Case is even better than the original Prodigy, which was hard to do, but they've done it. This is an outstanding small form factor case in every single way. They have these amazing handles. This will be a perfect case if you're into LAN parties a lot, or if you just lug your case around, maybe to your friend's house for a few games and things like that. Transporting it will be so easy to do. As well, the styling on it is just exceptional. Build quality as well, top notch. Plus, you've got plenty of spaces to install drives. There is, despite its size, lots of space to work on the inside in the sense of fitting everything where you want it. Long video cards, tall coolers, long power supplies. What's not to like about the case? Plus, it's reasonably priced. Without a doubt, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.